This is Sherry Jones, and this is the WOD for Friday, June 12th. I'm really excited to get the opportunity to share with you guys all. This is the first WOD I've ever gotten to do, and hopefully my goal is to add value to all of you that take the time to watch it. So what I wanted to talk about today was just belief and changing our mindset, and the fact that it's not always easy. Nothing in life worth doing is easy. If it were, everybody would do it. But why is this journey of Advocare sometimes more difficult than anything else we've ever done? I just got back from a training with Mike Wade, and he was talking about protecting the house, and the particular area of that talk that he was talking about was just against negativity and protecting our house, our Advocare business against negativity, and talking about a lot of times we get negativity not only from internally, just, struggles, but from externally, people just, what is that you're doing or whatever. And part of that comes from the fact that traditionally we have two ways of earning income. The first is that we have a job, we have a boss that tells us what we can make, when we have to work, when we can have time off. Or the other alternative is we own our own business, and typically with that we have a lot of overhead, we take on a lot of risk, and we're the last ones to get paid. But Advocare is totally different. It is something that is absolutely amazing and offers us an opportunity that for us, for Jeremy and I, and for so many others on our team, and that we get the opportunity to talk to, it is an opportunity to have a financial future that is completely different than we expected or were able to even dream of just 2 years ago. But it's difficult because it's different than anything that we've ever had the opportunity to do. We're our own boss. We make our own hours. We have to keep ourselves accountable, and we want to make it more complicated than it has to be. When I first started my job as an accountant, I'd been through 4 years of school, gotten my master's degree, and then also on top of that passed the CPA exam. But when I started my job at my accounting firm, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. So what I learned to do was to follow the work of the person before me and do exactly what they did. And by doing that, I built a very successful career, because what I found was that as I repeated the work that had been done, I learned and began to understand the process. And I began to be able to explain it and help other people as I went along in my career. And I grew in that. And that's exactly what we do here in Advocare. But sometimes we want to make it more complicated. But it's very simple. We use the products, and because the products work every single time when used consistently, we're going to have great results. We're going to feel amazing. People are going to notice because we're different. We have energy. We're excited about every day. We love Spark. And then secondly, we invite people, or we share our story. And that should be something that is very simple to do. But a lot of times we get so nervous about sharing our story because it seems like this big pressure. But if we're just sharing our heart and we're incredibly excited about it, for us, I lost 25 pounds. I'm in better shape than I ever was, even before I had 4 boys. It's amazing. I mean, we have energy. We're able to share with people. We have time now because we actually have energy to use extra time to spend helping other people and to speak in other people's lives and to serve and to give of our time. And it's absolutely amazing. It's changed everything for us. We're no longer lazy parents, and we've had an opportunity to even beyond change our physical, is to change our financial situation. When we first got started, we were living off of debt just because of some circumstances beyond our control. But this gave us an opportunity to stop using debt, to pay off debt, and to have an opportunity that even when circumstances changed, it filled in the gap, as opposed to us having dire circumstances of possibly losing our home. That is something that I can get very passionate about and I can share. But sometimes we get in the mode of thinking about what we're going to say, how we're going to say it, when we're going to say it, instead of sharing just what is on our heart. What has this done for you? What has this changed for you? Maybe you're sleeping better than you've ever slept. Maybe you've lost 5 inches. Maybe you haven't lost pounds, but you've lost incredible inches. I love getting those texts that say, I no longer fit in my favorite jeans going shopping. Those are incredible stories that we get to share with people, and that we get to ask those people, okay, who do you know that they would love to be able to say the same thing? Who do you know that we can talk to next? Or who do you know that is looking for the exact same thing that I was just talking about, a way to pay off debt before their kids get out of college? Because that's what we were looking at. Maybe in 40 years, when it's time for us to think about retiring, which we're not big on retiring, but maybe when that time comes, maybe then we can think about having a little extra in our budget. And then number three, we invite them to hear more. We just simply share our story with passion, enthusiasm, and excitement, and then we ask them to hear more. We invite them to hear from the people. I want you to hear the way that I got to hear. I want you to hear what I heard that has totally changed my life physically and financially and has allowed us an opportunity to change everything. Ann Hammock stood up tonight and she said, I went from 250 pounds to 125 pounds. And not only did that physically change her life, but it financially changed her life. And she said, it changed everything. That's the opportunity that we have on our hands with Advocare. We don't have a boss. We don't have overhead. We don't have those things that just create a burden in our life. We have an incredible vehicle and opportunity. We've been given the keys. We got to put in the ignition. We got to hit the gas. And we do that by using the products, sharing our story, and inviting people to hear more. It is that simple. And the question that needs to be asked, the question that can change our business, don't get frustrated with what people are or are not doing on your team. The one thing you can control is what you do. And that can be controlled, like Jenny Donnelly was talking about at Leadership School, is that one dominant thought. What is your dominant thought? Because that is going to change where your action is. Let your dominant thought today be, I can do this. Anybody can do this. It is our thinking, or it is the people around us that we're allowing to influence us that keep us from doing this incredible opportunity called Advocare. Get with your leader, get with your coach, get with the person that invited you, and ask them to help you, get in touch with you if they can't help you. Get in touch with somebody that can coach you, be teachable, listen to what they say, and do it. That is how we do this business. Remember me saying that when I started my accounting job, I looked at what the person had done before me? Look at what the person before you has done. They've been successful. What they did works. It doesn't need to be recreated. It's very, very simple. We use the success system. We plug people in when we invite them to hear more, and it works every single time. So I just hope that this has been an encouragement to you and just some of the basics. It's very, very simple. It's nothing new. I'm not saying anything that we haven't heard or that won't be said again. But hopefully something I've said tonight has clicked with you and just encouraged you. And I hope you have a great night. I hope you have great success. Think about that dominant thought and change it to, I can do this, and you will. Have a great evening.